It was so cold. Holy fuck me.
Oh, jeez.
Tonight's supposed to be even colder.
Oh,
So we
Jesus.
will. But look at it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's really
Is
pretty.
it worth
It is
freezing
pretty.
to death for?
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Camping. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just didn't think that we'd need the generator running, but we will run it tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna freeze.
Mm.
Oh, we've been relaxing. Joe's fucking laying there on the chair.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool.
I wish I could stay up here for a week.
Oh, yeah. I was worried about our crack stories triggering addicts. Then when I posted that pills story, I realized that fentanyl has killed a lot of people. The people that have lost people to drug overdose because of fentanyl, that probably triggered them to feel bad, sad, angry.
Yeah.
That wasn't the intention at all. We're just talking, we're just
No,
chatting.
it's gonna happen.
We're not trying to be cold.
Just factual.
Yeah,
Just sharing our
just
stuff.
sharing our own stuff. We're talking about our lives and our trauma and our things.
It's crazy what you've been through.
I feel the
You
same
know what I
about
mean?
you. We both went
It's
through
just nuts.
a lot of things in our 40 some years. And there,
Yeah.
there,
Yeah. 30 some for me, thanks. No.
how old are your kids?
Just
No,
kidding.
I'm just joking. But we both
I had him when I was 1.
we've both been through some shit. I was gonna say we've both been through some shit that most people don't go through, but I think most people do go through the shit. It's all different shit.
It could be different
It's
shit.
different shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
But everyone's got their
but
shit.
that's even what I say about my foot getting cut off. We all get shit thrown at us. That's just one of my shitty things that I got thrown at me that I have to live with, that I got to
It's
deal
the
with.
cards you're fucking
It's
dealt,
my
right?
cards, and I'm just playing them the best
Yeah,
that I can.
pretty much. And I'm not a very good card player.
No, I think you are. I think you are. I
but
I think you're playing
but
your
you know
cards
what I
pretty
mean?
well,
In the
actually.
game of life, I think I do
Hmm.
okay. Yeah. It's sink or swim, really. That's what it boils down. And like I don't know how to sink,
Me either. That's
you know?
when I was laying in a hospital bed,
Sometimes I want to. I just want to give up some
missing
shit,
my
but you
foot
can't.
all of a sudden out of the
Yeah.
blue. There was no warning. It just happened.
Yeah.
I had to make a choice whether I was gonna accept it and just live with it and do the best that I can, or if I was gonna,
Yeah.
I don't even know if it really was a choice.
It
I don't have it
is.
in me
It's
to
a
give up.
choice, but for certain people, it's just like, no, we're just gonna make it work.
I
You
just
know.
had to make it work. And so that's what I've done.
But that takes energy out of a person too. Like that'll suck you dry real
But I
fast, and
think,
it does.
so I think, like laying in the bed and not learning how to do the things, not learning how to, get myself to the chair, take myself to the bathroom, take myself to the shower, all of those things. I think if I had to depend on another person, that would be more exhausting.
Yeah.
I think because once,
For some people,
well,
they
and
just don't.
and some
And if
people
they
can't.
don't, that's okay too. Some people just don't
Some
can't dig
people
deep enough to find that strength
can't.
at that time.
There's
Yeah.
people that can't
Yeah.
get the balance, or they have problems with their other foot too, or some people lost both feet. And I'm not diminishing what other people have to go through. I'm just
Right.
talking
No,
about
you're just
when
saying it's different, so
I'm
different.
talking about my amputation and my experience with recovering from it and learning how to live with it and all of that. That's just my experience, and I don't judge other people for what they are experiencing.
Yeah, no, me neither. Everyone deals with things so differently. And whatever works for them, run with it,
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, for I don't know how to sink. Like
I feel
I don't.
really
I just figure it out.
I feel really bad for the people that have an amputation that don't have a support system, because I think the support system is
Yeah.
very important. And people that don't have that support system, a lot of them go too far down and they don't come back out. whether it be,
Well, and like you've brought up before, something I didn't think about. Support systems could be for many different things, but like the dope part of it, like you're in so much pain, it's a fucking amputation that you're on narcs, you're on opioids, you're on
yeah,
all the
hmm
things. And addiction can start from that
yeah,
without the proper support,
yeah. Well,
and it happens all the
even if you've
time.
never experienced an addiction or anything, it can start from that because of the depression. I think it's
Yeah.
um at the
Yeah.
start you're numbing the
It's
pain.
just and how it affects your brain, like your body depends on it. It's like it's
Well, in the
drugs,
start,
but
you're depending on it because you're in a lot of pain. It's very, very painful to lose a limb.
I
And
can't even
so at
imagine.
the start of it, you're taking the pills for the pain, but then even when the pain kind of like goes down, I don't know if it ever goes all the way away, but as the pain goes down, by that point, you've already been on the pain meds for a long period of time. It took a while for the pain to start going down. 2 months, I'm going to say. And that's 2 months of daily pills. I don't know if my
Which
family
in your
wouldn't
case
have
would be
held me
scary as a
accountable.
recovered addict.
As a recovering addict, we do have to be careful with the situations that we put ourselves
So
in,
many things.
even mentally. If you let yourself go into a depression, then there's also the risk of wanting to numb that. And that's what the pills actually were starting to do. My pain was going away, but I was still taking the pills.
Yeah,
My family,
they recognized
I
it.
tried to bring it up a couple times and I was like, I'm good. You know, I'm good. I know
Yeah,
what I'm doing.
yeah.
But then after the third or fourth time that
Then you're like, am I good?
they brought it up, I was like, maybe they have a little bit of a point. Maybe I should put these pills away and not take them every day for the little bit of pain that I'm still having because it's not outrageous anymore.
You're right.
The pain is tolerable, and I think that's something that a lot of people that have a major injury of any kind, and that's how they become addicted, is because even though the pain is tolerable, you just dealt with a crazy amount of pain and you don't want any pain. They're trying to kill the pain entirely, and sometimes you can't do that.
Yeah.
So when the pain becomes tolerable, you should lay off the pain meds.
Yeah,
Just
before it gets out of hand.
Advil or Tylenol or
Or even just ask your
ask your
doctor.
doctor.
And
Doctors do have pain meds that aren't opioids.
blockers and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. In your case, it was that or being in probably pain that would make a person pass out. The worst pain I was ever in was not even close to that. It was my gallbladder. And even then, I was like, nope, I can't take it. I was so scared to take something for it. They were offering morphine, and I was like, no. I said no for so long. And then when I finally took it and the pain went away, I was just like, why didn't I do this already? But I was literally terrified to even take it once.
Yeah,
And then I was fine. Everything worked out fine. And I needed it, but I couldn't imagine having to be on it. Like how scary that would be because
I
even though you
wasn't.
need it, it's going to be in the back. It would be in the back of my
I
head
wasn't.
like,
I
is
wasn't
this going to
scared.
be a
I
problem?
wasn't scared. I
Yeah, I was.
I was
I was so
not. I
scared.
was not scared at all. And maybe I should have been. Maybe I was doing, that's what I'm saying is if I would have been on my own,
Yeah.
if I wouldn't have had people in my world that were holding me accountable, I may be addicted to pills by now
Yeah.
because I don't know if I would have realized it before it was too late that I was taking the pills for
I
pain that was
forget.
manageable.
Well, and until we talked about this like briefly whenever it was, we've talked about it off and on a few times.
Yeah.
I didn't even I didn't even think about that aspect of addiction. I forget about it. I forget that there's people that weren't just in shitty situations or made bad choices. There's people that are prescribed medications for legit medical
Well,
reasons.
and then
And that's how they become addicted.
like even when I came home, they gave
You
me a
know, what
certain
happens after, is
when I
different,
came
but
home from
fuck.
the hospital, like while I was in the hospital, they were just giving me the pain meds. And then when I was coming home, they
Right.
gave me a prescription for pain meds and they told me this is all you're getting. You get this prescription, you have this much. to last this long, and then after that you have to manage the pain, right? Um, and then so people that become addicted in that time, they gave me a lot. I'm gonna say they gave me a lot, probably too much. People that use them till they're gone, by the time they're gone, those people probably have some kind of a dependence or addiction or even just a habit of taking them, right? And so,
Yeah, if you're taking them till the last one's out of that
and then
bag.
if the doctor says no,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Then
What do
what?
you do?
Yeah.
You go to the
Yeah. Well, you
streets.
find
You
it.
go to the
You find
streets.
it.
You find something that's
Yeah.
going to kill the pain because by that point, your addiction or dependence on it is also causing you pain mentally. So you need them. You feel like you need them,
Yeah.
whether you actually need them or not.
You have a full blown addict,
And then you're going to the streets and
right?
you're getting
That
bad
started from an
drugs,
injury.
and then you're getting bad drugs that could be laced with other things. You don't even know what you're putting in your body, and you could die just from
When
one.
you're hooked on those,
Just
and
from
it's
one.
just a fucking spiral.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fentanyl. Fuck me.
Yeah, well, and I feel bad for posting that video without more of a warning on it, but I don't know. I don't know how much we can warn people about our videos.
Unfortunately, these days, you can't. Like, these days, somebody may be triggered by what we say. They may be triggered by what somebody at the grocery store says. They may be triggered by
Our
watching
page,
somebody on the nod at the park or against a building,
our page has that big picture at the top of it that tells people trigger warning. We're talking about life, chaos, trauma, like all of it. We're talking about all of it.
Yeah.
And because of our history, that includes maybe some drug stories, maybe some recovery stories.
Trauma, parenting, whatever, anything, right? Like, there's so much that's talked about.
Yeah, well, and we jump around and we're going to talk about those things repeatedly. That's not the only conversation that we're going to have about drugs.
And 9 out of 10 times, we don't know what we're going to talk about.
Oh, no, there's no
We
plan
just start talking, and then it just goes where it goes.
because that's what.
Like, even today, I said, I wonder what we're going to talk about. And I was like, who knows?
Yeah,
We'll
we
just
don't
see when
know.
we get there.
We
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean? And then
We
we'll
hit
go from there.
record and start talking.
No, we don't know.
No clue.
Literally. Like, I'm in the fucking middle of nowhere in the mountains right now. We're just chatting.
Yeah.
And that's the good part about it. And I feel like recently we've started to resonate. There's been a lot more people that reach out, and are like, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. I think that just as many people might be offended by something or triggered by something, some might also resonate and it might actually sit right with them. You know what I mean? So it's going to be, the ebb and flow of it's going to be all over the fucking place. There's going to be a plethora of shit that people are going to feel, think. If they can't handle it, keep scrolling. Like, that's the only advice I can say. Because sometimes it might be too much for someone, right?
I hope, even if it is too much, that they keep watching us because that's not it. That's not all, We don't have,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're not doing this to hurt people or to offend people or to upset people. We're doing this, and I think we're doing this more to heal ourselves than anything, but
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
we felt like what we talk about should be out there. People should see that it's okay to talk about these things.
Some people that are super private,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? They're super private, they're quiet, they don't even know how to say things. So I feel like there's people like us who can just say it. But I think both of us can agree that we both are passionate about the things that we do talk about.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's a reason
Oh,
for it.
definitely.
And that we aren't scared to use that voice to share it. And maybe the quieter ones in the back are happy for that. You know what I
Um,
mean? Happy to hear it.
so
And know that they're not
when
alone
I
in
was
that.
going through my recovery, I heard a phrase multiple times. The phrase is, "You're only as sick as your secrets." And
Yeah.
so
Wow.
so if you
Fuck,
are
eh?
quiet,
That's some
if you
shit.
yeah, if you are keeping all that to yourself, you're keeping that sickness inside of you. And
It's gonna eat you alive,
I
man.
feel like
Yeah.
getting it out, whether it be to a counselor, somebody close to you, a random person you just met, it doesn't fucking matter. It does not fucking matter. You should get it out to somebody or even write it down. If you don't want to say it out loud and you don't want to talk to anybody about it and you don't want anybody to know, at least get it out somehow. Write it down on a piece of paper and burn the fucking
Write
paper.
it down, throw it in the fire
But
after.
get
Yeah.
it out of you.
We're thinking the same
Get
thing.
it
Yeah.
out of you, because
Yeah.
if you hold that in and you don't express what you've been through in any way, then you're keeping yourself sick with it.
And it's going to eat you
Hmm.
alive. I never really thought of that. That's so accurate.
Hmm.
That's really good advice for somebody to give too. Especially going through like rehab,
Yeah.
cuz there's a lot of shit that I kept inside. Fresh out of fucking Crackville, I had a lot of nasty secrets.
Oh,
You
I
know what I
mean, we
mean?
all
Like,
do.
yeah.
It took me probably 8 years to tell anybody that I lit myself on fire smoking crack.
Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
wild.
I was embarrassed.
Like stupid. You know
I
what I
was
mean? Yeah.
absolutely, utterly embarrassed.
It's like you can't make this shit up. Plain not know that we're doing a podcast. It's so loud.
Just shut the fuck up.
Do you hear
Yeah, I
it?
do.
Just shut up.
Yeah.